back. It is day, you know what, I don't even know what day it is, because let me tell you, the last video I did was day 3, 4, and 5 all together, because it was a lot of chaos, a lot of stuff going on. So where I left off at was day 6. I was on my way to work, and I want to say that was a Sunday. I was on my way to work, and I did complete the whole entire shift. On that Monday, I was off. So let's recap and do day 6. Let's dive in. So for those of you who don't know, this is Tales from a Scorpion, bringing you Scorpio Talks, where I bring you reviews, news, and breakthroughs. But we have put a pause on that, and we are doing the Walmart series, and we have accomplished a whole entire week. But there is a caveat to what happened. Let me tell you the story. You ready? You want to hear it? Like to hear it? Here you go. So on day 6, like I said, that was last Sunday. I went to work. I uploaded 3, 4, and 5. And I'm sorry, sometimes I'm looking around because I'm in the parking lot. I am about to go and clock in, and I have to be to work at 1. So I got about a good 20 minutes to sit back and talk to you all, which I'm not going to take up that much of your time. So I clocked in on that Sunday. That Monday I had off. And I sat back to reflect to see if this is truly what I wanted to do. I gave this job a whole week of my time, and it was a lot of frustration that came along with this position as an associate in Walmart, working in the apparel department. From the customers to the team lead to even the store operations manager, I had a lot of confusion, and it just frustrated the hell out of me. So anyway, I went to work on day 6. I had a good day. It was, I did the whole shift. I came in, but then I had an alert on my phone when I was maybe about 2 hours into work. I hadn't even had a break yet. So about 2 hours into work, I had an alert, a notification within our Walmart app, the same app that I said we have to clock in and clock out and so forth. The alert was about my schedule. My schedule is supposed to be 1 to 10 every day and have Monday and Thursdays off. That's what I agreed on. That's what management hired me on. So I was supposed to have a 40-hour shift. Child, they sit up there and start messing with my schedule. I don't know if it's because I was reporting on the team lead or what have you. But they started messing with your girl's schedule, and immediately I went to management. Whoever was there, I went to management. I even text outside of the work hours to see what was going on, to see who was decreasing my hours. And it went from 40 hours to having 3 days, which would have been last week, because I haven't uploaded to you all. I haven't spoken to you all in a minute. So it would have been 21 hours basically is what I was receiving for this week. And I'm sorry, for last week. And they thought they were going to be okay. I was going to be okay with that, which I wasn't. So on day 6 is when I received those 21 hours where I saw that I was potentially supposed to be working for the upcoming week. No, it didn't happen. I didn't work. I quit. Yes, you heard me right. I left that shift at 10 p.m. and I went home and I meditated on that Monday, and I prayed, and I was like, God, if this is the job that I'm supposed to have until my tax season rolls in, then please give me a sign. Let me know. If not, I am leaving, because first of all, I do not put up with disorganization. I do not put up with people who can't lead and direct a team, and you're in that position getting paid. I feel like you shouldn't be in that position if you do not know how to direct your team and, welcome your new hire. So all of that played a part in my decision to not go back on Tuesday. I was supposed to report back here at 2 o'clock, 2 to 10 for 3 days. When I looked at my schedule, before I left at 10 p.m., I went to management to ask them what was going on with my schedule. They said it was a cut in hours. How can it be a cut in hours? How are they cutting people hours when you're hiring all of these people? Don't hire all these people if you're going to turn around and cut people hours. I was hired on the pretense that I was working a 40-hour shift. If I was not going to be working this 40-hour shift and you was going to decrease my hours to 21 hours, then that should have been stated to me in the interview, and it wasn't. So I took it upon myself to text my manager to let her know that I cannot possibly come in for 21 hours. I am not going to drive somewhere just for gas money. So with that said, on day 6, they decreased my hours. I was furious. I spoke to management, and then they increased my hours and told me that they didn't know what the month of August was going to look like. I took that with a grain of salt, and I went home, and on Monday I was off, and I had time to reflect and to see what I wanted to do. And on Tuesday I quit. I text management and told them that, hey, look, I will not be coming back in. I wish you guys much success, but after careful consideration, I declined this position. That was it. Because you're not going to play around with me, my time, or my money. So the days that followed, I quit the job. I didn't have a job to go to. So I was sitting and thinking what I was going to do. I picked back up my phone and I got back to doing Spark. In a previous video, I was I applied for the gig. Can't talk. I applied for the gig to be a Spark driver. So when you're working for Walmart, you're either going to be a Spark driver or, and do deliveries, or you're going to work inside the store. You can't do both. And so I had to, and I'm glad I didn't delete my Spark app, but I had to make a choice. So I went and did Spark last week. Now, we just passed this weekend. Yesterday was Sunday. I'm in the house. I'm doing my thing. I'm cooking my family dinner. And lo and behold, management contacts me. So I talked to management. I'm saying, like, she's asking me what's the reason why I left. I'm like, this been about 3 or 4 days that I text the operation manager to let her know that I wasn't coming back. The team lead, my manager, she was saying, well, I'm sorry these things happened to you. If we can fix it, if we can give you the 40 hours, would you like to return? Yes, I'll return as long as I'm guaranteed my 40 hours. Now, I know you want to cut hours and you don't want to pay people 40 hours. I get it. It's retail. As long as I can do a minimum of 30, I'm cool with it. So, I'm not trying to make this a full-time gig. I'm only working until I can get to my season and stash a little coins. That's the whole purpose of this. So management gave me the job back. She was telling me that I'm not really out of the system because it's only been a couple of days. And if I wanted the job back, it's mine. So, and she apologized for how, everything was handled. I wasn't trained properly. They just threw me on the floor. She apologized for a lot of things. So now if I could have that one person who cares enough about me and my feelings and what was done and what was not done, then yes, I'll try it again. So y'all, I'm back up here at this job. I'm about to clock in. It's almost 1 o'clock. If I can bring you all on the floor, I will. It's kind of hard because you got a lot of eyes watching you. So I'm going to do what I can do when I can do it. But y'all, I just wanted to let you know that I quit this job. I quit it not because it was hard, but because it was disorganized, and I'm the only one that had the balls to stand up and say, you know, what's what. I mean, I don't know, maybe other people were terrified that they were going to lose their jobs, but I can't work in dysfunction. So you either gonna train me right so I can do my job, or I'm gonna be doing some half-ass stuff and then, you know, be looked at like, okay, she don't know what she's doing. No, you don't know what you're doing because you don't know how to train. But I'm glad that somebody felt the need to reach out to me. And you guys, you would have thought that it would have been the operation manager who originally hired me to contact me, but it wasn't. It was my team lead in the apparel department. She thought enough to reach back out to me and give me my job back. If you learn anything in life, you have to remember that when you are working for other people, you do not sit there and work in an environment that is dysfunction or total chaos, or deal with people that don't recognize your worth. You have to speak up for yourself, speak out, or you'll always be pushed around. So not to say that that's the reason why I got the job back, but I think it's pretty much they knew that I came in there to not play around. And sometimes those people in those type of positions, they will fight for you a little bit, you know, maybe not all the time, but they will. And I don't know who's still in here. The reason why they wanted me back this entire week, they probably have gotten rid of certain people like Karen. But whatever the case is, whatever the case may be, this is week 2 for me. And I gave these people a whole week of my work and my worth last week. And I was MIA for about four days. So now I'm back here. I'm back on the floor. I'm back on the grind, and I'm going to see how long it takes me. I do not anticipate walking out the door because jobs are very hard to come by. So I'm going to go in here, do my work, and hopefully I don't have anything else to complain about. My schedule is fixed, and Karen knows to keep her nose out of my business. So other than that, I should be fine. We'll see. And I'll get back with you guys in another video.